Hello, everyone. Welcome to Alphawisdom. I'm Mystic Cassandria. Today, we wrap up our discussion of the lifeline. And in this one, we're talking about the lifeline and sexuality. So we get started. I have 6 examples for you that I want to go over with you. And let's see what we have here. Okay, I think that's positioned so we all can see. All right. Now it says on your check sheet on this side, the lifeline and sexuality. From a sexual point of view, an ideal lifeline moves downward around the Mount of Venus in a generous arc, revealing a strong capacity to love and a healthy interest in sex. Generally speaking, the deeper and stronger the lifeline, the greater the person's stamina and level of sexual energy. I've always said to you from the start of this channel that when dealing with the lines, you need to know the quality. The quality tells you so much. All right, we're going to go further, but first off, let's get started here. And this is what you're going to be looking at. And these are the examples. You can follow along on your check sheet, even though I will go over it with you. Okay, now let's look at that first one. When the lifeline cuts through the Mount of Venus, we're looking at an example. Here's Venus, and it's cutting through, limiting its size. It's cutting right through it. It usually comes out toward the center, but this is slender. And there is a tendency towards sexual coldness, so the person feels inhibited, and that is coldness there. They just don't, they're not interested, or they're not showing interest in it. Okay, let's leave this one. Now the next one. Now it says, when the lifeline moves toward the Mount of Lunar, the person would tend to be restless and may have trouble settling down with another person. I have 2 examples. Here's the lifeline, and it moves toward, right into that lunar territory. This part of the hand is the lunar, okay? That's one example, and the other example is this. It just curves right into the lunar. So here we have a restless person who doesn't have too much interest in just settling down. That's not to say there's no interest, but that's how it is. All right? I hope you are looking at your hand to see what's in your hand. Okay, let's take the next one. Islanded lifeline. Islands on this line, there are many of them. They're all over the line. It's a little weak in here. Then we have all these lines, islands. Excuse me. There's a disturbed sexual energy due to either physical or it could be psychological causes. The point is the person does not have the energy to do this. Sorry about that. Okay? So islands, you don't want islands. Sometimes you'll have it if there's something wrong physically. But when it's like this could be physically and or psychologically. All right. We're on to the next one. Here's a lifeline, long, strong, ideal. This means good health and sexual energy that could be enjoyed until old age. And this old age is not limited to your 60s, could be 70s, 80s, 90s. If that line is strong, the weakness is seen in the line, be assured your drive does not give up. You're constantly going with it. And that's good. That's healthy. All right? Now we can see that sometimes what happens, or what does it look like when you don't have a strong one? This is what a weak line looks like. You see? Limpy looking, weak. and that's over here. When the line becomes weak, the person's energy tends to be low, and interest in sex, not to mention sexual activity, is reduced. It's not a priority. So check your hand, check your partner's hand, and see what that looks like if you feel you're having an issue in that department. Okay? Now let's go on to the very last one. Here we have one that's excessively large, and it's just not the size, it's this part. It's full, it's plump. If you press, you will feel a little tightness there, strong. If you press and it goes limp, this does not apply to you or that example. So let's hear what it says. When the Venus mount is excessively large in relation to the other mounts, we have mounts here. This can be large. This is usually flat. This may be a little fleshier. This could be also. And of course this is a mount. And of course, this is a mount. This is larger. So when this seem to stand out, and I can tell you now, the hand that has this is usually a full hand. Full hand. It's not a thin little hand, unless this is full. But we usually see it on the broad hand, okay? There is abundance of physical passion with a large appetite for sex. It goes with the territory. Strong line. Venus is standing at attention. She's strong. That's how it is. So the passion is there. And it's not like once in a blue moon passion. This is a constant. As long as the hand is like that, or rather the mount is like that, and as long as the line itself is strong. Usually if it's strong like this, it's not going to just weaken on you. There's a problem. It's a physical problem. But it's so much strength here that even if it's a physical problem, it will clear up. And you'll go right on about your business. Okay, that ends our discussion of sexuality in the lifeline, and in fact, the lifeline. Okay? If you like it, by all means, give a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Welcome to the new subscriber. Very happy to have you. Very happy to have all of you. Well, thanks for watching. And of course, love yourself, love and light.